working on human problems.
Okay,
Modern human
we are
systems
live,
using
and let me go ahead and turn down SciViVe blocks that I like to keep that going while we're doing the video, where the case is to really get people in tune with the things that don't matter and can help. Point being, we got a couple of things I'd really like to achieve today on everybody's radar. I got another unicorn I'd like to claim. I've been putting some thought into this just as far as should I claim it? Is an unclaimed unicorn more valuable? But in all reality, I'm not really interested in selling them. There's kind of one of those unique things that we worked hard for. It's not really about return or money back from that thing specifically. But what was the plan? I'm still working on getting a little bit more familiar with the YouTube interface and how to operate in a more seamless way. So I'm working on this. Really appreciate the camaraderie that comes with working with others. Um, Lit games at My Life is Awesome. Really appreciate you having me on. That was a true blessing. It was a privilege to be able to be on your stream, man. So yeah, I really look forward to hearing back from you again. I've been trying to make some of those short videos as far as instructions, how to do this or that in our crypto ecosystem. But today, once again, I think our main focus, I'd like to claim this last unicorn. Give you a little scope about what we got going on here. So right here, we're gonna claim. Just redeem it to this wallet. Hopefully, there it is. Like I moved enough gas. And here it goes. Our avalanche unicorn. So that is that. Um, so from here, I don't know. I guess a quick check in. It's been a rough couple days out in the public service. So I've got a guy that I'm helping, more as a friend than whatever the case is, but he's not really getting the help that he needs. He was previously like a deputy fireman, but his diabetes caught up with him and he lost a foot and a half, I guess, his other foot, and lost an eye, and just you name it. And then he's not getting the help that he needed from the health insurance and support coming in that way. So I kind of stepped in, and it's been kind of part of my gig, I suppose, with the angel firm, just filling in, I suppose, where the need is. And so I've been able to support that with my crypto over the last couple of years. Um, I worked out in the industry, restore water mitigation. So when there's like dirty, bad stuff in the house, I'll come in and take that out, replace it with good, remove all of the negative health impacting things, influences in the environment. Um, but yeah, working out in the industry, I really seen the company attitude coming in and really worried about filling that insurance claim versus actually helping those people. And so kind of took it upon myself to, like I said, make a difference where I can. And like I said, it's thank God. But for crypto, that I've been able to do that. So yeah, and then I guess just the icing the cake or whatever, so to speak. Yesterday, he had a cat jump on his stove, and we were working on cleaning, but we had already left, planning on returning the next day, and his cat turned the stove on, and we had left a whole gallon of oil on top of it and paper towels, and so he's a paraplegic and so can't walk or stand up kind of thing. Now all of a sudden he's got a fire inside the house. So he tried to, get it out but couldn't. So his next instinct was to shoo all the dogs out. And he got most of them out, but there was one, his great Pyrenees or whatnot, and she wouldn't leave his side. But by that point in time, the house was pretty much completely filled with smoke, and he couldn't hardly see where the front door was, but he got a glimpse of light and started crawling that way. But the dog, she wouldn't come out, you know. Um, so she's still alive, but she got real bad smoke inhalation. By the time the firemen got there, I mean they got her out, or whatever her case is. But like I said, so it's been a little bit difficult getting him, like I said, getting into the hotel, whatnot, and get ready for the mitigation team to come in and analyze and see what we're going to do, whether it was a complete loss as far as the house goes, or whether um, or whether we can do the restore thing. So like I said, it's been kind of a difficult day. I was really hoping to get to this video a little sooner, but like I said, those kind of obligations, or you know privileged positions that, like I said, to really help other people in the time of need, and it's been really on my plate for the last half a decade to a decade. So my life goals there, and so really working towards increasing my skill sets and my resources, and so I can be more available and more useful when those times of need come around. Um, One of my biggest losses here of the last year was a hunter out at the Eagle's Nest next to the lake I live next to, and went out hunting, and he sent his wife a message, "Hey, my phone's dying and I'm lost." So I didn't get the message until like the day after. My vehicle was down, so I carpooled out, the next morning on the search mission, and it was a difficult one because he didn't make it. And my thought was, had I been able to afford that drone with, you know, heat seeking or IR, or whatever the case is, that next level drone, we would have been able to more effectively rescue that gentleman. But it's a real fire to me to continue in readiness to be able to help, and especially those that are in real need. Like, I really appreciate that kindness that we all have the opportunity to show to each other, um, or whether we're in that much need or not, but that opportunity is always there for us. So many times in our crypto community, I've seen little opportunities, and I try to jump on that, but I know it's really easy to negativity and really shed all of that negativity on each other. But I really encourage us that when we have that in our heart, when we have that in our eyesight, or whatever the case is, if you feel the need to help and do something about it. It's really easy to sit on the bleachers or the sideline and make comments, but to actually get in the middle of the mix and to contribute with positivity and resources that are developed out of our own hard work, our mental power, our the resources that we've got that we personally can use. When we use those to help other people, it's a special thing. So that was one of the things about Richard Hart that I really appreciated, with that sacrifices, with the Sims Foundation. I know the details didn't work out exactly like we were all hoping originally, but long story short, that was a big deal. That was many million, was it 20 something $1 million that we as a community raised to donate towards like good health and research and things that are going to help like all of us as a holistic body. So once again, it's so easy to get stuck in all the negativity. I just seen Crypto Coffee made a comment. I really appreciated him when he came out, like one of the everyday astronauts, if you would, um, as far as crypto guys, and could relate to the average Joe, and all of a sudden he starts gaining a little more, I don't know, estate or whatever the case is, popularity, attention, actually being able to interact with, main characters, Richard Hart or any other of the big hexagon or community leaders here. But for a bit, he kind of got shut down for a bit, just as for, he was still learning, and we're all still learning. Regardless of our skill set, we should always be learning. So with that being said, he made commentary just as far as one of the things that potentially slowed his progress and his progress helping the community was coming up with so much material, like 3 shorts on 3 different platforms or whatever, just to create material. So with that being said, it's really good to focus on the content of our contributions. And so just the fact that he was taking that metacognitive position, like in making those kind of notes, like I said, I think that really speaks loud. I've never had the opportunity to interact with Crypto Coffee. I hope so. That would be great. You really inspired me in many ways. I feel like I had a lot of things that had I had the opportunity to interact with you sooner in our time frame here, probably could have shared some really cool keys that you might have been able to share with the whole community, and we would have all continued to do better. But I set kind of a short timer, so to speak, for this YouTube, and I'm trying to keep it within my time frame, just because I understand the value of time, and it's really about the content. And so new goals of mine are to produce more links and how-tos on how to use those links. I incorporated a couple of them in my description of the video. And so more than anything, I just suggest investigate. If you don't know what something is or are curious about it, look into it. And so there's a way to go about like looking into things in a safe way. So you don't necessarily have to jump in with your whole bag or even a big portion. If you've got a new project within, let's say, the Pulse chain ecosystem, and you think, oh, this miner or this specific token that's really supposed to help the ecosystem or whatever the case is, I mean, you got the hesitation. That's pretty normal, but without participating, you're not going to get the benefit. And so it's good not to put more at risk than you're comfortable with losing. But it's really good to do your homework and then become involved with things that check out. Learn how to audit code. Learn how to take a public address, whether it's a contract address for a token or whether it's your wallet address, and then put that into Pulse Scan or Scan Pulse Chain or whatever the block explorer for Pulse Chain is. You want to look into these contracts, make sure that they're verified, that they check out. And so that's just little, very simple things that you can do to make sure that the things that you're doing, are okay. Once again, I'm really privileged to be here on video and sharing First Point. And I really look forward to interacting more with others in our community that are a little bit more involved with crypto than the typical new users that I'm working on onboarding. I've got so many people that have questions, really simple questions, but also some like theoretical questions. So it's like so many approaches here. It's when you finally get through all of the wishy-washy and all right, now we're solid that I'm trying to learn how to code. I'm learning how to do my exchanges with my own API rather than being forced to log into PulseX. I know how to go to Pulse Scan, and with the API, like I I have my own APIs. I can do my own exchanges because I know the codes to do these. So even if our centralized websites go down, we still have the skill set to utilize these very valuable resources. So just because Passive Pulse went down for a couple weeks, I think this was a month or two ago, doesn't mean that that was a bad code. Somebody likely just didn't pay their server bill. In that case, well, anybody could chime in and pay that server bill, but more than anything, because that's a valid, solid contract that audits, um, you can use the same, what's it called, I mean, your miner is still valid. You're just unaware of how to interact with it if you don't know how to type in to the API codes and here's the Git cub for the functions of a buy, a sell, or claim, or whatever the case is. These are things that they become easy for end users. Um, but that's what I'm saying. Just because all of a sudden it just disappeared, this is where the FUD or the FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, comes in, where people just start talking trash because they don't know. Sorry, all right, so our website went down, but our code is still solid. So you can still use it if you know how to interact with blockchain directly. So just little things, food for thoughts for those that are maybe not quite to that level of development or crypto involvement yet. And so be encouraged. If you're in crypto in the first point, you're okay. You're doing all right. I'd suggest learn how to stay productive in your life, make money, and then be able to save. And when you save money, put it into a smart savings account, as into a smart contract, like into crypto. So even keeping, let's say, stable coins, I think it could be so much more valuable than keeping it as regular fiat, just because of the smart contracts, because of the high dividend like opportunities that come with cryptocurrency. Even if it's just a regular stable coin that stays at $1, or a stable coin that stays at 20, or this stable coin is always 100. I don't think we have too many of those. If we have a $1 bill, a $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, or cases, why don't we have a $1 stable coin, $5 stable coin, a $10 stable coin? So I think that's one of the things that might become more looked at or become more of a reality. But the point is like when you put your money into crypto and you hold it in this arena, like the potential to make dividends are so much greater than you're going to find in our traditional bank system. So either way, if you're learning how to save, you're learning how to work and then utilize your resources that you're coming in. Um, so you're making more than you're spending on the regular. That's a really good place to be. And so really foster your good habits and the good things that you got going on. If you want to be able to take the next step and overcome the hurdles that are keeping you at this level, rather than now I'm not renting anymore. Now I own my own house. Even if you're paying on your mortgage versus paying rent, that's so much more smart than just to throw money away in a sense of paying rent. So once again, keep priorities in check and remember the important things. Even when we get a bull market or a spike in whatever specific cryptocurrency that you're in, and you start making some money, make sure you reuse that money in a smart way. That's going to continue to give you dividends. That's going to continue to give you benefits. It's so frequent that people make some money and then all of a sudden they just go spend it. So I just, once again, I really want to encourage people, as we start warming up to our next bigger spike, let's say in October, and then the one followed by at the end of the year. Like I said, take those profits and put them in smart places. And even if you're going to cash out, like reinvest in yourself, pay off debts, go back to school, and you like really increase in your skill set. Um, I just want once again, I thank God for everything that's great, and just for being here and being able to share the evening with you as much as I have. So, um, yeah, if you have any questions, please make a comment. I'll do the best as I can at interacting and staying in tune to what's going on. But I am still learning YouTube and this whole interface. So I've done a little bit before, but not a whole lot. And I've done a whole lot more guesting, than I've been the one running the show. But I really look forward to mastering this skill set and getting better socially. I've been such a nerd basically my whole life. I've been tough. I've been, you know, on every side of the spectrum when it comes to I'm ready and willing to develop the skill set that's needed for this job set because I know what I'm doing is for right reasons and helping people. And so anyway, God bless. Have a great day, great evening, and stay in touch. Like I said, don't quit. We're here to stay, and like I said, we're here to win. So, amen.